Alright, hey guys. So I want to do a quick video on how to get things done when you're not feeling really motivated or feeling really weak. Um, of course, it's great when you're feeling great and you're at your peak, but you don't always feel that way. Last week, I broke up with my girlfriend, and it was a mutual breakup. And even though we both agreed on it, you still feel kind of sad. So I was kind of in a funk all last week, and I'm just kind of starting to pick myself up. And I had like a week of like very little to no productivity. And even now, as I'm kind of ramping back into it, I'm just like, man, like how do I get back in the zone again? And basically, the thing is, with your to-do list, to do less than what you're actually capable of. Yeah, I guess that's about it. It's kind of like setting lower expectations for yourself. What's that really mean? Well, basically, if you're usually at 100%, give yourself a goal of 50% or 30%. Okay, what does that look like? All right. So here are my to-do list. So this is my to-do list for today. And I had a pretty big to-do list, but I just wrote down 3 things, and they were to send out an email, draw a caricature, and do a workout. And this is something that would have taken me like 2 hours. And they were really easy goals, and I did it. So I do have like a larger to-do, and after I did that to-do list, I started another new one, and it was to mail something out and do 2 paintings, and that took another 2 hours. And basically, instead of having all to-do lists and stuff, it was like a really short to-do list that's really easy, and just set that as your goal. So what are like the research and stuff behind it? Well, Tim Ferriss talks about, the author of the 4-Hour Workweek, about how Dell back in the day, like they had like the best sales numbers, and they would give their salespeople like really the lowest quotas. Basically, imagine like if you need to do like 10 pages of homework, right? They said, oh, we just want you to do half a page of homework. And because their quotas were so low, like the money they had to make, everyone felt like less pressure to make that much money, and they just did it more. And they were very successful, in fact. So another personal experience of mine is kind of like when I was doing some paintings. And basically, before I tried the method of, I want to work 4 hours per day on the painting and stuff, and like I would just constantly burn out. And I tried a new method where it's like, I want to paint every day, and as long as I'm painting at least for 1 minute, that's fine. And it was really successful, and I did a really great painting. So it's basically tortoise versus the hare, Like with the hare, you'll get short-term results really great, but with the tortoise, you get really great long-term results. So basically, it's like when you're not motivated, just go really, really slow and take it super easy. And I think that's what I did today, and that was pretty successful. And you can check out my to-do list. I've talked about this before in previous videos. But basically, I had a really big to-do list, and I kind of separated it out. And just to let you guys know, I'm not in school. I'm not employed. I run my own companies, right? So I have a theme park company that I do for theme park work. I have my name painting company, and these are my miscellaneous errands. So this is where I write my my to-do list, and these are my have-done lists. And this is my to-do list and have done. So after I check something off and I finish it, then I can just rip this off and then throw it away. And that's really important for closure and just letting it go. But I still have, oh man, I did so much stuff today. I drew a caricature. I requested a deposit from a client. I sent out an order in the mail, and I painted 2 more paintings. For my errands, I downloaded a new workout called Gymnastic Bodies. And for my theme park work, I sent out emails to a bunch of people for photos, and I requested a check from a client. So this is all stuff that I did today. So you see that technique I just showed you, with like the 3. The thing is, even though I only have 3 items on my to-do list, it doesn't mean I'm limited to doing only those 3 items. It's like when I'm sending out emails, I'm like, oh, I know another email I'll send out, and I'll do that too. These are just like the 3 most important plus easy items I need to do. So they're important and they're easy, and I do them. And sometimes it's like, oh, while I'm doing this, I might as well do that, and you get bonus items. So then, like, there are a couple of, I mean, like, I only had 6 items on my to-do list, but, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. So I had, like, 2 bonus items that I got done and stuff. So, yeah, so it's kind of like just give yourself lower expectations, I guess, is what I kind of found out. A lot of my inspiration is based on this gymnastic body, this like a Olympic gymnastic coach. And basically, he talks about when he trains his Olympians, Olympic gymnastics, you kind of think about like, oh, balls to the walls, like no pain, no gain and stuff. But he was all about like really not rigorous training, but having really solid fundamentals. So starting it slow, going steady, sometimes doing, it's called underload. There's overload, load, and deload. But I guess for the past week, I just was really unmotivated, and I just wanted to push myself harder and harder and harder, and I just kept on not being able to get anything done because there was so much pressure. And today, I just tried the opposite. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do really easy tasks, like send out an email. I can do that. That'll take like 15 minutes. Draw a caricature. That'll take me like half an hour. Do a workout, half an hour maybe. I was like, yeah, I totally got this. And that really gave me a lot more confidence and motivation. And another thing that it adds is momentum. Once your momentum starts going, you feel more and more productive. So I got done with my work stuff around 4 p.m. and that was pretty good. And, I decided to just call it a day and stop there. I could have gone more, but I think it's more important to hold back a little bit so you have more gas the next day. The gymnastic coach often talks about, well, of course, he shits on CrossFit people a lot. But for example, he'd see pictures of people who do a workout and they have like calluses all over their hands and they're like bleeding and stuff. And they're like, oh, like I'm such a good workout today. But the gymnastics coach is like, that's so stupid. Why would you do that to yourself? If you just pushed yourself all out and you burned yourself completely out, how are you going to work out the next day? So basically what he's saying is like maybe like 2 or 3 moderate to low workouts are better than one hard day and then a bunch of other days where you're not really working out at all. That's not a really good long-term strategy. So I guess for him it's all about long-term, and it's really traditional, old school way of thinking, and I don't know, I kind of like it. It feels comfortable with me. It feels familiar. It feels really disciplined, and I think I'm gonna try that. I'm all about new school stuff. I've heard of like the 20-hour rule and getting things done, and like being fast and effective and stuff. But I think I'm gonna try this slow and steady thing for a while, see how it goes. Yeah. Hope this video is interesting for you. Okay, bye.